I have failed at absolutely everything that I have ever tried. But that's fine, because failure doesn't kill you. And just look at me. I've failed thousands of times in my life, in basically every realm of life that you can name. Yet here I am, still alive and breathing, because failure does not kill you. You know, the only thing that will kill you is the regret of not trying. And every time that I've talked to an elderly person, they have never regret trying harder. They have never regret working harder. They have never regret doing more. The fact is that they've always regretted that they didn't start the business that they wanted, that they never did more, that they never tried more, they never did more things, they never failed more. Because in the end, you won't care if you fail or you succeed. You will always be proud at the fact that you had the balls to try. And I share that message as a person who has failed more than you can probably imagine. I share that message. I will never regret even a single one of my failures, because I will forever be proud of myself at the fact that I had the balls to try. And so you can go out there and try and make something of yourself. Be willing to fail. And that is a prerequisite to success. It is literally the necessity that you are willing to fail for you to even open up the door to the possibility of winning. If you're not willing to fail, then you can't win. If you're too scared that you will lose, you won't play, and then you can't win. If you're too scared that she will say no and you'll get rejected, you will never ask her out, you will never shoot your shot, and there is a 100% probability that there is no way she is gonna say yes, because you never even shoot your shot. You know, if you never start the business, then it's never gonna blow up. If you never make the video, then no one's ever gonna watch. You have to be willing to fail, and that is a prerequisite for you to even have the chance to succeed. If you're too scared to put weight on the bar because it might not come off your chest when you try to lift it, surprise, surprise, you're not gonna get any stronger. So you have to be willing to fail, and that's when you even give yourself the opportunity that you can win something that is worthwhile and get the actual success that you want. So be willing to fail and go out there and try. And you know what? You are gonna fail. It's inevitable, and you're gonna fail many times, again and again and again, over and over again. But that's fine, because the next step never changes. If you make a sales call right now and you make a sale, what's the next move? To make another sales call. If you make a sales call and you don't get the sale, what's the next move? It's still to make another call. If you go to the gym and you hit a PR, the next move is to still go next week. If you don't get the PR, the next move is to still go next week. You're always gonna have to go back again. So it doesn't even matter. If you make 120 videos and nobody watches, or everyone watches, it doesn't matter, because you're still gonna have to make the next video. So the next step never changes. And so when you fail, remember that. It's fine to fail, and it doesn't actually change the things that you're supposed to do. It will always stay the same. And you know what? When you fail, that's when you grow. That's when you get better. You know, the person at the gym that is stronger than you has failed more PR attempts than you have. The person who's better at business has made more sales calls and failed to make sales more times than you have. So every time someone is better than you, they failed more than you, because it is in failure that you grow, that you get better. And so you have to go out there and fail, and that is the only true way to grow. And if you even think about your own life, you'll probably agree at the fact that you've learned more from failures than you have from successes. And so you have to be willing to fail and go out and fail. And that's how you get better, and you learn, and you become the person that you actually want to be. And only then is the real success and the things that are worthwhile actually even possible. They're only possible if you're willing to risk losing and willing to risk failure. And you know what? When you fail and it feels horrible and it feels like the hope has been lost and there is no more that you can give, just change your perspective. You can change the perspective of the failure to be a good thing. Think about it. You might look outside right now and look at the weather and it might be raining and you might call it bad weather. But if you were someone born on Mars 200 years in the future who couldn't even go outside without a spacesuit, they would give absolutely everything that they own to be you and to be able to experience the rain. So you call it bad, but they want to give everything in their lives to experience it even once. And so no matter what happens, there will always be someone, whether in the past or in the future, who would give everything to be you. And so when bad stuff happens, be happy. Maybe you had the worst childhood in history, but instead of complaining and saying how it's unfair and you're so disadvantaged, you can frame it as good. God gave me the best origin story in the history of humanity. And now when I go and succeed, my success will be that much greater. My success will be that much more epic. My success will be that much more of a story worth telling. So every time you succeed, be happy that you win. And every time that you fail, be happy that now you have a story to tell. And when you change your perspective to that, it's so much easier to fail again and again and again and go through the period of failure that is necessary to become better and to grow as a human being. And so go out there and fail. And even when it feels hopeless, just remember, it's a good thing. Failing is a good thing. It's positive. The only real failure in this life is giving up. Because if you succeed, you win. If you fail, you get a story to tell. So the only real losing is giving up. And so never give up, no matter how many times you fail. Even if you're like me and you make 120 plus videos and nobody watches, who cares? It's a great story to tell. I grinded hard and boom, here I am. It's an amazing story to tell. And you know what? The funniest thing is, in the end you won't even care. You literally will not care. Because in life, you die. Or you live a little longer and then you die. So in the end, no matter what happens, no matter how many times you fail, or how many times you succeed, or how tough it feels, how many struggles you go through, in the end, you won't care. So why care now? Think about that. So stay disciplined, chase your dreams, be willing to fail, and have a fantastic day.